Joining us today, I'm Al Jones. Larry Wentz is working night side today. The wife of the man convicted of murdering 4 people in Laurel, Nebraska in August of 2022, then setting their homes on fire, is preparing for a trial of her own. Carrie Jones was back in court in Cedar County, Nebraska for her pretrial hearing, appearing remotely via video this morning. Jones is facing a first-degree murder charge in the shooting death of Jean Twyford in August 2022. She's also accused of aiding her husband, Jason Jones, in the murders. Carrie Jones' defense team wants to have her trial moved out of Cedar County, arguing she cannot get a fair trial there. At this time, no trial date or official venue has been decided for Carrie Jones. Her husband, Jason Jones, already found guilty of murder in this case. His trial was held in Dakota County District Court on a change of venue. He was convicted of 4 counts each of first-degree murder and use of a firearm to commit a felony. He was also convicted of 2 counts of second-degree arson for setting the homes of his victims on fire to try to conceal the evidence of their murders. Jason Jones is currently awaiting sentencing. A 3-judge panel will decide if he will be sentenced to death or spend the rest of his life in prison.